I would say SPRY and Grand Therapeutic Services sort of found each other. So it was just by happenstance that I came across SPRY, and the thing that initially drew me to them was how attentive they were to the needs that my clinic had in developing an EMR. So being able to speak directly with programmers or people who had a direct impact on how I would interact with their EMR was something that really drew me to them. And it wasn't a rushed experience. We sort of talked back and forth as I was looking at other EMRs, and I just kept coming back to them because they were attentive to my company's needs. First of all, customer service, it was really hard to speak to a live representative. I was getting a lot of automated messages. So if I had issues with the software, it was really hard to get it resolved. And then the second thing, as an occupational therapist, it was really hard to find an EMR that really catered to a therapeutic model. To give you some clarity, when it came to writing an evaluation or stuff, the goals weren't really catered to a physical therapist or an occupational therapist because they were catering to a more medical model. As a small business owner, you're always looking for ways to differentiate yourself from other companies. I think the functional movement assessment really was one of the first things that sort of helped make our website a little different, and then also initiate the interaction between the therapist and the client. With the functional movement assessment, they were able to have what their deficits might be, and then it assisted us because when the client did come in, we had some information about them already, so we were prepared to, if we did a consultation, we were really informed and could give them a tentative understanding of what a plan of care might look like. When you set up an appointment or an evaluation for a client, we have the picture of the clinician that's going to be evaluating the client. So when the client takes a look, they receive their email reminder for their visit. They know exactly the therapist that they're getting. They have a little understanding of who that person is. So there's a comfort level when the therapist and the client first meet. And I think that's huge because with therapy, trust is a major issue. You can be the best therapist in the world. If the client doesn't trust you, then you're hindered in how far you can take your intervention plans. So I know the people that I'm dealing with. I've had enough interactions. There's been consistency. I know that I'm being heard when I ask for modifications or make suggestions. Not only are they attending, I know the people that I'm speaking to, and I think that's huge. And I think the sheer fact that they've been so attentive and they've taken the lead on some things that I didn't even think they were able to do has really made me an advocate for the product.